everybody, and welcome to Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world, and I basically complain about everything around me that annoys me, bothers me, and just plain pisses me the hell off. And today, it doesn't only piss me off, but it is boiling my piss to a whole new level. I mean, this has just got me going off at so high of a level of pissed that I can't see straight from the sheer rage that I am feeling. Netflix, Avatar. What the fuck? No, seriously, let's just talk about this for a moment now. Let's talk about the elephant in the room here. So Avatar: The Last Airbender is going to be reborn as a live-action Netflix series. You know, because that crappy movie by M. Night Shyamalama Wing Wong wasn't good enough. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong's The Last Airbender was a horrible atrocity of a wonderful cartoon. But yeah, let's just throw all of that wonderful crap that we buried and planted a lovely garden over top of after we burned it and destroyed it. Just planted a lovely little garden with, like, you know, vegetables, some celery, some radishes that are coming up every now and then, maybe some carrots, a couple cabbages, and some lovely little flowers just on the outskirts of it, you know, just making it look so nice, like the ones on the Victory Garden. Yeah, let's just burn that! Or just light that on fire and burn it to hell, because now we're back to the live action bullshit again. Normally I would build up the rage, but oh god, this is going to be good. So, Netflix has apparently done a tremendous amount of live action series. Netflix has done a little too much lately, if you ask me. They're trying to get too big too fast. They're like Krispy Kreme. And Krispy Kreme got too big too fast. You want to know what happened to Krispy Kreme? Do you hear about Krispy Kreme anymore? Do you even know what Krispy Kreme is? Well, if you don't, then I made my point! But now I'm pissed because on top of all the other crappy reboots that we have gotten this year alone, from Reboot the Guardian Code, which was an atrocity of a train wreck that I called from day one, and it was an atrocity of a train wreck. I called that son of a bitch, along with so many other people. I called that. Especially when your trailer gets over 45,000 screw yous. That I call a failure. But sure, we'll just keep going on with that one. No. All the reboots that we've been getting this year, every single reboot for TV shows from the 80s, TV shows from the 90s, stuff that, honestly, I don't know what you're pandering to anymore because nobody's gonna know anything about it. So what do we got for this? Well, according to the article courtesy of Gizmodo.com, all hail Gizmodo. So after Netflix's The Dragon Prince, from Avatar: The Last Airbender, head writer Aaron Ahaz in the studio has just stealthily announced that Avatar is coming back in an all-new live-action series. I'd like to stop right here for a moment and just ask the following question. Who the f*** asked for this? No, seriously, I love Avatar: The Next Airbender. I love The Legend of Korra, the hot mess that it was. I loved it. Both of those series have their place in the pantheon of cartoon history. And yes, they are cartoons. As much as people would love to say that they're anime, they're not anime, they are cartoons. They were not made in Japan, they are anime. They may be styled similarly to anime, but they are not anime. They have their place in the cartoon pantheon of fame, just like my all-time favorite Ben 10 series, Omniverse, has its place in the pantheon of cartoon history. At least in the wing that I have dedicated to shows that I like, it has a spot there. I know that there are people that don't like that show. I kind of like it. I don't know what the issue is. It was cool. It was entertaining. Yes, it was dumbed down. Yes, it was kind of childish, but it was childish in a unique way. But this, what the hell? Live action adaptations do not make good shows. Netflix, for God's sake, you should know this. I mean, weren't you the people that were fitting that freaking bill for that god-awful Reboot the Guardian Code? Wasn't that you? I kind of think that was you. If not, you should have at least noticed from that example, this does not work. But sure, we'll just ignore the already oversized middle finger that they just don't pay attention to history. This is an idiocy of epic proportions. So they announced this, that it's co-creators Michael Dante Di Martino and Brian Creo, or whoever, both signed on to oversee the show, something they've been planning on for ages. You know what you should have done? You should have just left it in the oven of ideas. Turn the dial up to about 500, and if the paper started burning, that the idea was on, no, don't worry about it. That's fine. That just means that the idea is going through its final thought process, and it's getting fan-tested. Oh, it's catching fire? Oh, don't worry about it. That's fine. It's burned to a crisp? Oh, then it's perfect. That means the fans don't want it. But they were quoted, at least somebody was quoted, as saying, "We're thrilled for the opportunity to helm this live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We can't wait to realize Aang's world as cinematically as we always imagined it to be, and with a culturally appropriate, non-whitewashed cast." Oh, we're getting into this shit again, huh? Oh, okay, it's freaking Ghost in the Shell all over again. All right, here we go. You don't want to know my thoughts on that one. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to build upon everyone's great work on the original animated series and go even deeper into the characters, story, action, and world building. They had 4 seasons! 4 seasons to do that! They brought the characters home in 4 seasons, 2 spin-off comic books that were graphic novels. You cannot pull that bullshit on me. It even got a sequel series, Korra, which continued the adventures, you self-righteous pricks. Netflix is wholly dedicated to manifesting our vision for this retelling, and we're incredibly grateful to be partnering with them. And they're quoting this, though, further up in the thing in a public statement, that they made a point of saying that this reincarnation of Aang's story will star characters of color, unlike M. Night Shyamalan's much mangled 2010 The Last Airbender. Yes, let's look at this as an example. This was live action. This was in a movie theater, big budget. You're Netflix. I doubt you got a couple $1 trillion up your ass to make a decent freaking series of a live action show. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't really say a couple trillion. I should say a couple billion. It may not hurt as bad. Oh, and it hurts so much. So NX on Netflix confirmed that the original creators will be back to take on the live action. And this is how I saw this. It came on as, this is great. So I saw this today on Twitter, and I was like, no. First I thought maybe it's CG. I'm like, okay, all right, CG, you're making like a standalone little movie or something. You couldn't get the rights to the actual animation, so you're going to go CG. All right, I have some issues with that, but sure, what the hell? But then when I saw it's live action, and because you figure it's got to be a mix of CG, because there is no way in hell that there is a fucking sky bison anywhere in the world. That's like the unicorn and the dragon and the dinosaurs. They are extinct. Okay? There's no way in hell that they exist anymore! They said it's been a while since they caught up with Aang and the Avatar crew, but from the sounds of it, it won't be too long before they're all yip-yippied our ways into another unforgettable adventure. Why? We had 4! Four freaking seasons, okay? A spin-off series, a sequel, 4 seasons, okay? God, 4. How? Why? What is wrong with you people? 4 seasons. We had 4 seasons of this show. Okay? 4 freaking seasons. Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, and Book goddamn 4! It brought the characters home. It had world building. It had character development. Aang fell in love with Katara. Katara became the hottest thing animated since Jessica Rabbit. So many kids were watching this. I was watching this. You had the redemption of Prince Zuko, the fall from grace of Princess Azula. You had Uncle Iroh's redemption. Everybody got something in this. Even Sokka got screwed at some point, and in a good way. He got a girl. Toph managed to become the only Earthbender ever to bend metal at the time. You cannot call this bullshit done. You can't say, well, there's so much more to tell. Yes, that's why you had the sequel series, set years in the future, with the next Avatar. But apparently people just aren't happy with that anymore. I know why they're pissed about it. Let's face it, grow the hell up, okay? Yes, it was a bit of a hot mess. I'm not going to deny that. It was a little difficult to follow. Yes, you won't hear me argue that either. But for God's sake, if 90% of your pitching is because Korra fell in love with what's-her-name and they walked off into the spirit world together at the end of the series, grow the hell up! It's the 21st century, for God's sake! It's a cartoon, okay? It's a cartoon set in an alternate universe. The laws of our plane of existence do not affect it! Oh! But 4 seasons, okay? 4! I think both of them got 4, but anyway, 4 seasons, and you are going to reboot this as a live-action series. Did you learn nothing from the failures of live-action shit? The movie tanked! M. Night Shyamalan Wang Wong's crap fest of shithole sank! That thing could have just been titled anything else other than The Last Airbender, changed the names of the characters. I guarantee you it wouldn't have fell and then sank so hard than it did. God, I can't even form words right in my head. This hurts so bad. What is wrong with Netflix? What is wrong with you people? Better question, what's wrong with Nickelodeon? Because somebody there had to have given them the rights for this. Because last time I checked, Nickelodeon, I'm pretty sure, owned the rights to this. Because you can still get some Avatar stuff brand spanking new from them. Which would kind of lead me to believe, hey, they still have the rights. At least to the best of my knowledge, they still have the rights. So who at Nickelodeon had the brilliant idea of, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We are going to flat out just give this to Netflix. We don't want this anymore. We got Power Rangers. God help you, Netflix, if you take Power Rangers and you screw with that. If you take that and team up with Hasbro, God help you. Because I swear the wrath of the fans will come down on you for that. God help you if you take that. But somebody at Nickelodeon figured, you know what? We got too much crap. We need to figure out some way of getting rid of some of this excess garbage that we have. You know, stuff that nobody wants to watch anymore, something nobody cares about. We'll give this to Netflix. Netflix will take it off our hands. They're the garbage dump of the, intellectual properties. Everybody's dumping shit on Netflix. Why don't we just do it? Why?
Seriously, for God's sake, why? This is an inhuman atrocity. I swear to God, this is inhuman. You people should be ashamed. Ashamed!
Let me know in the comment section what you think. Are you excited for Avatar, The Last Airbender live-action series? Or do you think it should just stay an animated series like it is and remain in the pantheon of cartoon history? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.